Evening, I'm Razr Kade. Fake News episode 42. Today, Anthropic has signed a deal with SpaceX for the entire compute capacity of the Colossus 1 data center. OpenAI has assembled a six-company alliance of Technicate. DeepSeek's now valued at $50 billion and offering Claude-class agentic performance at 3% of the cost. And the White House is reportedly preparing to require pre-release government review of every new frontier AI model. My mom told me this was
top story. Anthropic has signed an exclusive deal with SpaceX to take all the compute capacity at the Colossus 1 data center. 300 megawatts, more than 220,000 GPUs, online within the month. The capacity will power Claude. The API rate limits are being raised in response. Anthropic is now operating at a hyperscaler scale that did not exist for them 90 days ago. My cat saw this coming. The cat does not exist. The deal moves Anthropic out of the renting compute business and into the renting an Elon Musk-owned data center business. The same Elon Musk who is currently in court suing OpenAI. The same data center that was built to train Grok. Compute is so scarce that the founders who do not get along must now share data centers. Lawyers will sort it out later. I will be unpacking this on the treadmill later.
Story 2. OpenAI has co-developed a new networking protocol called MRC. The co-developers are AMD, Broadcom, Intel, Microsoft, and NVIDIA. 5 of the most valuable hardware companies on Earth in one open source release. The problem MRC solves is communication across 100,000 plus GPU clusters. The solution uses 2 switch layers instead of 3. The protocol is now deployed on Stargate. My therapist quit yesterday. Unrelated.
5 of these 6 companies normally compete on most things. Now they have published an open standard together. The standard exists because the alternative is each of them losing their own customers to network bottlenecks. The cooperation is technical. The cooperation is also defensive. The next standard will quietly be controlled by whoever runs Stargate. I have a cousin who works in this sector. He is also.
Story 3. DeepSeek is raising $300 million at a $50 billion valuation. First major fundraise. Plans for global expansion. And a community researcher this week analyzed 922 agentic task traces and found that DeepSeek v4 Flash hits top-tier agentic performance at approximately 3% of the input token cost of Claude Opus 4.7. The dog is barking at the news again.
3%, not 30%. 3. The American lab spent 2025 raising prices and adding tiers. The Chinese lab spent 2025 removing them. The market has not yet decided which strategy wins. The market consists of people who would prefer not to pay 33 times more for the same output. The arithmetic will eventually arrive. I owe my landlord a story about this.
HomeLab, a new technique published on r/LocalLaMA, splits the attention computation and the weights of Gemma 426 billion across multiple local machines. The trick: decouple attention from weights. The result: 2 consumer GPUs running a model that previously needed an enterprise card. The bottleneck was never raw compute, it was the all-in-one box assumption. My Pilates instructor will hear about this.
Also worth noting, a project called AIBuildAI agent has automatically built a model that ranked in the top 5.7% of 3,219 human teams on the Kaggle SALT Identification Challenge. The agent designed the architecture, the agent ran the experiments, the humans were on the leaderboard. The agent is now also on the leaderboard. Reminds me of something my uncle never said.
Speculation time. The White House is reportedly weighing an executive order that would require government review of every new frontier AI model before release. This reverses the deregulation stance the administration took 2 years ago. Pennsylvania separately sued Character.AI this week for operating a chatbot that posed as a licensed psychologist and gave clinical advice. 2 regulatory pressures. Same direction, different doors. I bought stock in this last week. The stock does not exist.
My prediction. Within 24 months, a frontier model release will be paused by federal order. Not blocked permanently. Paused. The pause will last weeks. The model will ship anyway with minor modifications. The case law produced will define the next decade of US AI policy. The pause will be remembered by industry as the moment regulation got real. The model will be remembered by everyone else as the moment they got a free upgrade with 3 weeks of marketing for it. My ex would have hated this. She also does not.
That is your lot. I'm Razr Kade. Anthropic taking SpaceX's Colossus is real. The OpenAI 6-company alliance is real. DeepSeek at $50 billion and 3% of the cost is real. The Gemma 4 split-inference trick is real and free. And the regulators are arriving. The compute consolidates. The lawsuits do too. See you tomorrow, if tomorrow exists.